Good afternoon, everyone. This is Gene Hatch, meteorologist with the National Weather Service in Springfield, Missouri, with an update on the potential for severe weather across the Missouri Ozarks and extreme southeast Kansas over the next 24 to 36 hours. We are looking at the potential for a few scattered thunderstorms this afternoon and evening, some of which could be marginally strong to severe as we get into the later portions of this evening and overnight in the area of marginal risk across far southwest Missouri and extreme southeastern Kansas. These storms for late this afternoon and this evening would most likely be elevated in nature and would be capable of producing hail up to the size of quarters. As we get into Friday, however, we are looking for a significant uptick in the potential for severe weather. We are looking for the potential for strong to severe thunderstorms to develop late Friday morning and continue into Friday afternoon and the early evening hours. The Storm Prediction Center has issued an enhanced risk for severe thunderstorms, primarily east of Highway 65. However, much of the Missouri Ozarks and extreme southeast Kansas are in either marginal or slight risk for severe thunderstorms to occur. We are looking at the potential for those storms to develop during the late morning hours and continue into the afternoon. Some of the things we're also looking at, in addition to the severe weather, is strong winds across a significant portion of the region. We have wind advisories and high wind warnings currently in effect for the day tomorrow. Additionally, we have the potential for that enhanced severe weather risk as we get into the day on Friday. Just looking at the hazard probabilities and hazard types as we get into Friday, you can see where the hail probabilities should be greatest, again, along and east of the Highway 65 corridor that runs from Branson to Springfield up towards Sedalia. Those areas east of that area will have the best potential for large hail as we go through the day tomorrow. Areas that have the best potential for high damaging winds will again be along and east of that Highway 65 corridor. Johowever, there is a bit of a chance that we could see those high winds develop as far west as I-49 or that Joplin to Nevada to Harrisonville corridor as well, and areas east. There is also the potential for some tornadoes to occur as storms move across southwest Missouri during the daytime on Friday. Current probabilities are in that 5% range for much of the Missouri Ozarks. There is a small area across portions of southeastern Oregon County and areas south and east of there where we have this hatched area with 10% or greater potential for a significant tornado. This is something we will continue to watch as we go through the remainder of tonight and overnight as we continue to fine-tune the forecast for the next 12 to 24 hours. Just looking at the timelines for thunderstorms, we continue to expect the primary area time frames across the region in that the morning morning time frame across the eastern or western portion of southeast Kansas and southwest Missouri, with the storms developing as early as, say, 8 a.m. across that area, and that line of storms or those storms pushing to the east with much of the region experiencing the potential for severe weather from mid to late morning into the mid to late afternoon time frame. Ultimately, those storms should begin to push east of the area shortly after or right around the 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. time frame. Again, kind of looking at some of the additional hazards that we'll have during the day on Friday and into Saturday morning. We are expecting some significant wind gusts to occur during the afternoon and evening hours on Friday. As a result, the entire area is under a wind advisory, with portions of southwest Missouri and southeastern Kansas in these orange shaded areas in a high wind warning. These are areas where we expect the wind gusts to exceed potentially severe wind criteria without thunderstorms occurring. So this would be just non-thunderstorm winds. We are expecting to reach that severe criteria, which is generally 58 miles per hour or greater. As you can see on the right-hand graphic here, a significant portion of the area is expected to see winds to gust from 45 to 55, even 60 miles an hour across portions of the area. Thus the reason we have issued the wind advisories and high wind warnings for much of the area Friday afternoon and evening and into Saturday morning. Along with the high winds, we are also expecting very low relative humidities, especially Friday afternoon and evening. Relative humidities right now are expected to fall into the 20% range for a good portion of the area, with some locations into southeast Kansas and the I-49 corridor potentially seeing relative humidity values in the teens. The combination of high winds, low relative humidities, and temperatures, which we're expecting to warm into the 70s during the afternoon tomorrow on Friday, have prompted the issuance of a red flag warning for a significant portion of southwest Missouri and southeastern Kansas. This would indicate the potential for fires to spread very rapidly if they were to start. So if you wanted to burn tomorrow, I would say you'd probably want to hold off, because that red flag warning and the conditions that cause the issuance of it will be pretty dangerous tomorrow. So. With that said, we do expect, again, severe weather to occur tomorrow afternoon, and we're fairly confident in where and when it's going to occur. Where we're really confident in is those really high gusty winds tomorrow afternoon and the fire danger across the area. So we continue to see our confidence increase in the potential for strong to severe storms. However, we will be continuing to fine-tune the details over the next 12 to 24 hours. We are very confident in the potential that those high gusty winds will occur area-wide, and we'll see that high fire danger, especially west of Springfield. As we get towards the end of the period, one thing you want to remember is to plan ahead. So if you have the opportunity to plan now for the potential for those severe storms and those high winds, please do so. Again, we are expecting the potential for severe weather, high winds, and high fire danger over the next 24 to 36 hours. This has been Gene Hatch with the National Weather Service in Springfield, and be safe.